My veggies are doing great. That's all my lettuce. My peas. I have peas on my pea plants. And here's some more lettuce and peas. I've been a lifelong vegetable grower, and that's never gonna stop, no matter how many flowers that I grow. Hi flower friends, Nicole from Flower Hill Farm. Welcome back to the garden, and I am here to bring you guys an update on the Gladiolus that I planted on Mother's Day. So it's been just about a month since I put these in the ground, and I have to tell you, I'm doing them in a succession planting so that I have blooms from 75 days after planting all the way through frost. So I'm gonna be planting a little bit more every week for the next month or so through, I believe, maybe July 10th or so. So today is June 6th. So yeah, for the next month, I'm gonna be planting just a few hundred a week. I have, I think, 800 left. So that's perfect. I'll do $200 a week, and that'll bring me through till the first frost. So this is the first row that I planted right here. And I do have flower netting up on most of my rows. I did skip the middle right here because I wanted to put a few more in there. So I'll go ahead and zoom in and show you what these are doing. So these are the ones that I planted on Mother's Day, and they are, most of them are over a foot tall. You could see they're growing up through the netting. That netting is there because gladiolas are plants that will always reach for the sky. So if they start to tip over, their stems are gonna bend. So they'll be on the ground, and then, oh, I'll do it this way. They'll be on the ground and they're gonna wanna reach for the sky. So you'll have crooked stems if you do not keep them upright. So that's just a way to keep them upright. I planted these ones right here around the same time. I do not have flower netting on these yet. I also planted another row next to it because I only did 2 rows there. So I definitely added another maybe 120 gladiolas there. This is a row that I planted 3 weeks ago. So this was the 3 weeks ago. That's going well. This one was 2 weeks ago. You could see them poking up through, and I did this just 4 or 5 days ago. I did this. There's actually nothing coming up. I don't even have any netting here yet. So this stuff should be, actually this, I planted deeper. I used a different shovel and I planted deeper. Same with that. I think that's why you're not seeing as much growth. And then I'll take you over to the lilies. So here's a look at the first set of lilies that I planted, and I did this maybe 3 weeks ago. So these came in from awnings, and they are not oriental lilies. These are just LXA lilies, and they are a mix, so I do not know what any of them are going to be. They're a variety of colors. I'm very excited about them. I have 400 of these, and then I have another set that I planted last week from Edney Glockner. I think I got maybe 150 from them. These are ones that my mother-in-law brought me from her garden. So I believe these are Stargazer, just a few of them. And then I have the double oriental ones that are coming in from awnings. They have not arrived. They should be arriving here maybe on Monday, and I need to get those in the ground. But the same thing, I did a succession planting with them. You could see these ones over here are a little farther along. And then if you come down here, these ones are just poking up out of the ground because I planted them over the course of several weeks. So there's a different growth period, and that way there'll be a different harvest period. If you look, these ones are just poking out of the ground, so they'll all be different. Guys, here's a quick peek at my Snapdragons. I know a lot of you have been already harvesting Snapdragons, but I'm in a much different zone, and I did not do a cool flowers planting of Snapdragons this year. My property just was not ready. So I'm really excited about these. I think they're doing great. They are between, some of them are like 4 inches tall, but some of them are about a foot tall now. I've pinched some of these as well. And they're just, this is, what did I do? I did a red, I did a mix, I did, I think, a purple. This right here, you're looking at the mix though. So I do have them in the Bio 360. They seem to have loved it. And so has the Dianthus and the Carnations and the Feverfew. The Feverfew has absolutely loved it as well. The Basil did not like it. So I had to actually, one day I was burning, everything burned. So I ripped the fabric off of these 2 rows in the middle. You can see it down there at the end, one of them. The other one I just tore right in the garbage because it ripped and was not good. So, but the feverfew definitely was loving growing in there. But the basil cooked. We had 2 90-degree days, but I can tell you right now, the basil is growing back because it was almost like giving it a hard pinch. Where is one? Yeah, so there's an example of the basil. It fried, but then look, it started growing again out the bottom. So it really was like giving it a hard pinch. So I'm just letting it figure its way out, and we'll see if it ends up growing a plant or not. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Guys, I have sweet pea buds. Sweet pea buds. I have no idea what kind of flower it's going to be. I definitely had a few varieties. I'm thinking I'm getting, oh look, there's some here too. Sorry, you can't see because my camera work is shoddy right now. Buds. These black clouds just started rolling in, so not sure what's going to happen. But anyway, as far as these Snapdragons go, I definitely need to put support up for actually all 4 of these rows. So that support's going to be going up soon, and I might actually have to order some more Hodor Nova because I went through about 600 feet rather quickly because of my dahlias and stuff. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I'll get one more wide shot of Gladiolus so you guys can see how I set them up. Okay, so here is another shot of the Gladiolus, and I'm super excited. I should be getting a harvest early July off of these because, like I said, 75 to 90 days after you put the corms into the ground, you will get a flower. And harvest time on these, you want to harvest them when the bottom ones are open. So you don't want to wait until 4 or 5 are open because that lessens the life in the vase. You want to open that when one on the bottom is open, cut it then, and then as the other ones bloom and the bottom ones fade out, whoever took your bloom home can just peel off that bottom bloom after it's spent, and you'll have a lot of life left because some of these Gladiolus have 15 or 20 blossoms on each one. So, oh look, my husband just fixed my brakes and he was just giving it a test run. My brakes were whistling. It was so embarrassing. I was driving through town the other day going to Tractor Supply to get some stuff, some T-posts and some soil, and it was like, whee! I pull in the driveway, I was like, babe, I don't think that's supposed to be. Sure enough, my brakes were shot, so he was able to get them, and he just changed them this morning, all 4 of them. So I'm so grateful to have a husband that knows all those things and I never have to go to a shop. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me for this video, and I will see you in the next one. I don't know what's happening here because the sky is getting super black, so I'm gonna get my camera equipment inside. So take care, guys. We'll see you soon. Guys, I had to come back on because my sunglasses came in. Every year I order a super obnoxious pair of sunglasses to go 4-wheeling and stuff because it drives my husband nuts. And these are this year's edition. Aren't they fabulous? I'm so excited.